Would everyone please rise for the flag salute and presentation of the colors, which will be led by members of the Washington Township High School JROTC Color Guard. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing as NHS members from the class of 2021 sing the national anthem. You may now be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce the principal of Washington Township High School, Mr. Jonathan Strout.
Well, thank you so much to our color guard and to our members of our chorus for singing for us this evening. It's just so great to be back and have the building alive and to be able to celebrate all that's great here. And all of our students that are being honored tonight, you are what's great here. So good evening and welcome everyone to this evening's induction ceremony, which is truly for many of the best and brightest students that walk these halls. I'd like to welcome some of our distinguished guests, our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Joseph Bollendorf, Mr. John Savarese, Executive Assistant Principal of the high school, Ms. Issa Jackson, this evening's keynote speaker, Ms. Angela Bacher and Mrs. Krista Scardino Welch, our tireless NHS advisors. A shout out as well to our NHS Exec Board members that have helped put this evening together. We welcome our sponsors and faculty members from the high school and throughout our district and our community, our parents who are able to join us this evening, and most importantly, the stars of this show, our National Honor Society inductees. Tonight is truly a night to celebrate the amazing accomplishment of NHS Induction. We're so very proud of all of you for the commitment you've made over the years to scholarship in a year like no other, leadership, service, and through your continued demonstration of very strong character. You've earned this. And in a year like no other, it's so great to finally have all of you here together to receive the recognition that you so very much deserve. So congratulations to all of you, and we look forward to continuing to celebrate all of your successes that are sure to come. And at this time, I'd like to welcome our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Joseph Bollendorf.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back into our building. It's a tremendous feeling. It really, truly is. The National Honor Society induction has been always one of my favorite events because of a variety of reasons. First, as it relates to our students, it's the one accolade that really celebrates the whole person. And I'll get to why I say that in a bit. To our staff members and other mentors and advisors and coaches that are here, you know, when you step into the role as an educator, whatever leadership or mentorship position you take, you do the very best that you can in the hopes of making a difference. And you go through your work day, your work life, and not always do you see the results of that work, because it's a labor of love. It's a passion that you all have. But then to be acknowledged on a night to night that the work and the love and the effort that you put into your craft is in fact not only appreciated, but you learn through the words of our kids here this evening that you've made a difference, really is what makes tonight so incredibly special and why we celebrate it collectively. So congratulations to all of you for being elected and selected to be here this evening. To our parents, as you'll hear me say to the kids in just a moment, tonight is a celebration of just not academic achievement. Many people were born with a gift of intelligence and can do well. Others have to work hard at it and they hone their skills. But tonight not only celebrates scholarship, it also celebrates service, it celebrates leadership, and it celebrates character. Unlike those that are gifted, these things aren't things that we're born with. They're values that are instilled in us over time. For our parents, tonight is a celebration of that work and that love and that effort and those values that you have successfully instilled in your children, exemplified by their presence here this evening. For our students, you have taken those values and you've applied them. You've applied them to your academics. You've applied them in leadership ways to make a difference with your fellow students, with people in your community. You've led by example. You've led by your words. You've led by your character. And character is the thing that ties all of those things together. You stand up for what you believe in. You exemplify character through your work ethic, through your striving to be excellent. All of those things are what really will catapult and remain with you as you leave these halls and go to your next endeavor. So I congratulate all of you. Getting into the NHS, have many of you done last year or this year, is a tremendous accomplishment that shouldn't be overlooked. It really is a celebration of your collectiveness as a young human being. Keep those skills with you, and I guarantee you're going to have a very successful, happy, and most important, rewarding life. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Strout and Mr. Bollendorf. Good evening, everyone. My name is Krista Scardino Welch, and I, along with Angela Bacher, am one of the co-advisors of the Washington Township chapter of the National Honor Society. It is my distinct pleasure and honor to welcome you here tonight as we celebrate the accomplishments and hard work of these fine young people seated in front of us. Being selected and inducted into the National Honor Society is no easy task, and these students' phenomenal achievements deserve to be recognized here tonight. I have had the distinct pleasure of working with many of these students throughout the years as they continue to persevere through a very different and sometimes very difficult kind of school year. And I can say without hesitation that they are simply remarkable. They continued their studies, continued to stay involved, and selflessly continued to serve our school and our community. They worked together to make our school and community better. They showed us the best of Washington Township, and I know their futures are very, very bright. All the students seated in front of us today show a dedication to maintaining academic excellence, are active in extracurricular activities, and act as leaders and role models to their peers. They have also dedicated countless hours to serve our school and our township community by taking part in a variety of service projects ranging from collecting donations for the Stockings for Soldiers organization in Wilmington, Delaware, to participating in multiple food drives for our neediest community members in the fall, winter, and the spring of this year. As an educator here in Washington Township, as well as their advisor, I cannot help but feel a great sense of pride and respect for these students who give so much of themselves to help those around them. They are truly exemplifying what it means to have township pride. To both the current members and tonight's inductees, I would like to offer my sincerest congratulations. Throughout your time at Washington Township High School, I've had the pleasure of teaching a lot of you, actually, in class, and those who I've not actually taught, I have gotten to know through your involvement with this organization. I can say without hesitation that I am beyond impressed by each and every one of you. Your ability to persist among the many obstacles life has thrown at you over the last year is simply incredible. Instead of giving up, you continued to shine. As American inventor Thomas Edison once said, many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. I am proud to say the young people in front of you today refuse to give up and continue to overcome even in the most difficult times. Their incredible determination gives me hope for the future. Throughout this evening, we will learn about the history of the National Honor Society, as well as understand the meaning behind the 4 pillars of our organization: scholarship, leadership, character, and service. We will also have the honor of recognizing our members from the class of 2021 and 2022. Our new inductees will be honored and presented with certificates and pins to officially induct them as members of the Washington Township chapter of the National Honor Society. The seniors have in turn chosen to honor a special person in their life by selecting them as their sponsor. These sponsors are educators or mentors who have made a significant and lasting impact on these young people by supporting them in their journey into adulthood. We would also like to take a moment to thank the sponsors for being here tonight and for being such a positive impact as well as an inspiration to our National Honor Society members. The sponsors will be conferring around the necks of their NHS student the blue graduation stole. These stoles signify and represent the capstone of the students' achievements throughout their high school career. In closing for me tonight, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Strout, Mr. Savarese, and our other administrators, as well as Mr. Bollendorf and our Board of Education members for their continued support of our organization and our student members. I am also quite grateful to have a wonderfully supportive co-advisor, Ms. Angela Bacher, and a wonderful National Honor Society Exec Board who are all very vital in keeping this organization running. To all the parents, family members, and friends who might be watching later on, I would also like to thank you for sharing and entrusting your most precious gifts to us, not only during the school day, but also during the evenings and sometimes even on the weekends. I truly feel honored and blessed to have the chance to work with these students each and every day and help them and our organization and our school be the best that it can be. Thank you, and congratulations again to all of our National Honor Society members, and it is now my distinct pleasure to introduce Executive Board Member Isabella Santiago.
Thank you, Mrs. Scardino Welch. Good evening and welcome to Washington Township High School's National Honor Society induction. My name is Bella Santiago and I am a member of the National Honor Society Executive Committee. On behalf of the National Honor Society Executive Committee, I welcome you tonight to share in this wonderful opportunity to recognize our NHS members who have consistently followed the 4 pillars of our organization: scholarship, leadership, character, and service. Each of our NHS members have embodied these pillars throughout their high school careers. And we take great pride in these standards that make us members of the National Honor Society. Exemplifying these pillars in our lives has helped us succeed in our academics here at the high school, as well as become active and caring members in our community. On behalf of all the members of the National Honor Society, I'd like to thank you all for coming tonight. It is now my pleasure to introduce fellow NHS Executive Board member Ava Troxel, who will be sharing with us the history of the National Honor Society. Thank you.
Thank you, Bella. In 1921, the National Association of Secondary School Principals officially established the National Honor Society. As we celebrate our 100th anniversary this year, we reflect on the history of the organization in which we are official members. Under the leadership of Dr. Edward Reinerson, the organization grew from the original Alpha chapter at his Fifth Avenue School in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, to more than 1,000 chapters by the end of 1930. Equipped with a constitution, an emblem, and motto, a group of dedicated principals as coordinators, the new NHS organization quickly developed into one of the country's leading educational groups. The National Honor Society elevates a school's commitment in recognizing the values of scholarship, service, leadership, and character in their student body. These 4 pillars have been associated with membership in the organization since its inception. Membership in NHS not only recognizes students for their accomplishments, but also challenges them to develop further involvement in school activities and community service. The NHS members in schools like ours care not only about student achievement, but also about community engagement and service. I would like to now introduce my fellow member of the Executive Board, Emma Cueva, who will discuss our first pillar, scholarship.
Thank you, Ava. Scholarship is one of the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society. However, it is more than just a student's ability to maintain good grades. Scholarship is a student's continued commitment to learning. With scholarship, we work to develop a passion for growing and improving. There is a willingness to acknowledge mistakes, then move on and learn from them. Members of the National Honor Society dedicate their time towards the pursuit of knowledge. While high school has certainly presented its challenges, especially this year, our members have continued to strive for their best. They have dedicated many hours each week since freshman year towards schoolwork and studying. This time, while not always noticed, is just a testament to the willpower of our members. Each of us have inspiring levels of drive, and we continue to work hard and support our own academic adventures. It is with the trials that all students have faced that we are able to persevere and are able to establish and reestablish our dedication to learning. There have been many instances in the past year alone where students may have wanted to give up or may have been overwhelmed, whether it be from a test, an assignment, or just the drain of learning during COVID times. Even still, all these young scholars have continued to try and have succeeded not only in the current academic school year, but in previous ones as well. By being members of the National Honor Society, we are all reaffirming the importance of scholarship beyond the confines of the classroom. Our task must be to bring our thirst for knowledge into our everyday lives and into our future beyond school as we continue into the chapters of our lives. I will now introduce my fellow Executive Board member, Stephen Roth, who will be speaking on leadership.
Thank you, Emma. When people think of leaders, they tend to think of an all-star athlete or the first-chair musician. It's easy to assume that the most talented person is also the leader of that group. I believe that is wrong. Leadership can be expressed in many situations, whether it be guidance in an otherwise hopeless situation or creating compromise between competing people or ideas. Leadership can be manifested in many forms. Being a leader displays a level of maturity that can and will be an asset later in life. A common attribute of a leader is someone who can unify. People are not cookie-cutter copies of each other, and it takes a special talent to galvanize these people into fighting for a common goal. Leaders are organized and prepared for just about anything. Before me sits about 100 of the most qualified leaders this school has to offer. Your perseverance is immeasurable, and I applaud all of you for your accomplishments. You all have, in one way or another, demonstrated these characteristics in your own lives and in your own ways. I encourage you to be the best that you can be and be the best leader for others to follow as you pursue your future endeavors. I will now introduce my fellow Executive Board member, Marcel Mazra, who will be speaking on service.
Thank you, Stephen. The third pillar of the National Honor Society is one of the most important. It is the pillar of service. Service is when one donates their time and efforts without anything expected or given in return. To be part of the National Honor Society, we exemplify all of the pillars discussed tonight, but we would all not be here without our great commitment to service. In a normal school year, we contribute much of our time to helping the community. In times like now, it has been a struggle to find the opportunities to do everything that we are capable of doing. However, we have still been successful in helping our community through this year with tutoring, donating to those in need, and doing whatever needed to be done wherever we were needed. Our National Honor Society members have donated over 2,200 hours to helping our school and community even during a difficult year. As members of the National Honor Society, we have exemplified and will continue to donate our time and effort into the community. While doing so, we will continue to exemplify all of the pillars of the National Honor Society and create lifelong memories while doing so. Now I would like to introduce my fellow Executive Board member, Jarrett Levan, who will speak on our last pillar, character.
Thank you, Marcel. Now, I'm sure many of you here today already know much of what it takes to become and remain a member of the National Honor Society. Good grades, leadership positions in your extracurriculars, and strong involvement in community service. But there's a fourth qualification that is just as important as the rest: character. Every one of you here today has, in one way or another, demonstrated good character here at WTHS, and it has not gone unnoticed. So what does it mean to show good character? Unlike the other three pillars of NHS, character can't be quantified into a number. Webster's dictionary defines it as the complex of mental and ethical traits marking and often individualizing a person. But good character is much more complex than that. It's about persevering through hard times, respecting and caring for those around you, and holding yourself accountable even when things go wrong. And perhaps most importantly, it's about making the right decisions when you want to do it the least. Good character isn't something you can achieve through any one action or decision. It can only be achieved by living a life while upholding the ideals of respect, integrity, and responsibility. Thank you to all the NHS members here tonight. Your commitment to having upstanding character, as well as your commitment to scholarship, leadership, and service has made our local community a better place to live. I would like to end with a quote by former UCLA basketball coach John Wooden. Be more concerned with your character than your reputation, because your character is what you really are, while your reputation is merely what others think you are. The true test of a person's character is what he or she does when no one is watching. And now I would like to introduce my fellow Executive Board member, Gabriela Milano, who will introduce you to our distinguished guest speaker tonight.
Thank you, Jarrett. I have the honor tonight of introducing the keynote speaker, Miss Issa Jackson. Miss Jackson, who is a Washington Township High School graduate and alumni of the National Honor Society, received her Bachelor of Fine Arts degree in dance at Temple University and her Master's degree in Theater Arts Administration at Rowan University. She has been extremely involved and has had a major influence at Washington Township High School since she started working here 14 years ago. As an advisor of Students in Action, African American Culture Club, and the Dance Company, she has shown her dedication to this school and her students. Her accomplishments were recognized in 2018 when she was named one of Washington Township High School's Teachers of the Year. In addition to all her contributions as an educator at the high school, she is also a dance teacher at Dance by Deborah Denote, where she choreographs for competitions, recitals, and many other shows. As one of Ms. Jackson's many students in and out of school, I can attest to the positive impact she has had on her students. She continuously goes the extra mile and always pushes her students to work hard and never give up. At times, she might be tough on you, but it's always because she sees your potential. She wants all her students to succeed and become the best versions of themselves. Her class is always enjoyable, and she consistently tries to find ways to make learning more fun. Ms. Jackson is the type of teacher you can count on to offer support and help in any way possible. She is always willing to listen, give advice, and offer solutions. Her courage and ability to speak up and her love for teaching and dance inspires her students every day. I, as many others, are beyond thankful to have such an incredible teacher and person in our lives. We are thrilled to have her here to speak tonight as our keynote speaker. So now please welcome our guest speaker, Ms. Isa Jackson.
Good evening. Thank you for inviting me to speak today. Thank you to Mrs. Scardino-Welch and Ms. Bacher for planning this ceremony and for being such amazing advisors for the Washington Township chapter of the National Honor Society. You are all very lucky to have them as your advisors. It is an honor to be speaking to you today at this prestigious event. My name is Ms. Isa Jackson, and I have been teaching dance at Washington Township High School for the past 14 years. I am also the advisor of the dance company and co-advisor of both Students in Action and the African American Culture Club. I am proud to say that I have met many of you either in my classes or my clubs. I know that this is an outstanding group of students. My connection with Washington Township goes back to first grade. I grew up in the district attending Bells, then Thomas Jefferson Elementary School, Orchard Valley, and then the high school. I graduated as the valedictorian of my high school class. I went on to attend Temple University and received my Bachelor of Fine Arts in dance. And about 5 years ago, I received my Master's in Theater Arts Administration from Rowan University. I also share a connection with this organization and this event. I sat in your place at one time, just a few years back. Well, not really, it was over 20 years ago, but still, it seems like yesterday. I was inducted into the National Honor Society in my junior year, and the following year I was elected to the executive board. Even though it was some time ago, I still remember the feeling of achievement when I was inducted. I was happy and proud of myself. My parents were in attendance at the ceremony, and they were beaming with pride for their oldest child. I am sure you were all feeling many of the same feelings that I felt, and your parents, whether in attendance here or watching from home, are feeling that same sense of tremendous pride. This is definitely a night to celebrate and be proud of your accomplishments. Congratulations to the new inductees and the current members of the National Honor Society. It is a wonderful honor, something for which you have worked hard. You should be very proud of yourselves. Congratulations to all of you. Achieving this goal of being inducted into the National Honor Society is never easy. I am sure we would all agree that it was definitely more challenging this past year. The pandemic hit last March, and in a matter of what seemed like seconds, life as we knew it was turned upside down. Classes still continued, but the physical building of Washington Township High School was closed, and the hallways and classrooms were empty. We could have never imagined this in our wildest dreams. We were quarantined and life as we knew it was gone. 2 weeks, we were told. We would be back again in 2 weeks. But those 2 weeks turned into 4 weeks, and then to months, then to a year. It took over a year before the building was fully opened once again, and students were able to fill the hallways and classrooms at WTHS. Each day was a challenge and a struggle, and that struggle certainly took its toll on all of us. Despite all that has happened over this past year, you have still managed to get here, to the National Honor Society induction ceremony. And for that, you deserve a lot of credit. It is proof of your resiliency, your courage to face tough times. The students in this room are strong. You adapted to change and kept moving forward. You kept your goals in sight and steadfastly moved toward them. I know that many of you faced some real tough times as a result of the pandemic, and perhaps you are still working through them. But still, you made a way. You pressed on. You were able to achieve your goals, and now you are about to be inducted into the prestigious National Honor Society. For that, you should be commended. This evening, I would like to share with you what living through this pandemic has taught me. I hope that what I share with you this evening will aid you in your future. There is so much that we take for granted each and every day. Sometimes we forget to cherish the people, the places, and the things that are important in our lives. We often spend so much time rushing from place to place and from one event to another that we forget to simply enjoy what we are actually doing. Life becomes monotonous, and we end up feeling like we are just going through the motions to get to the end of each day. So, I have a few questions for you. Just respond by raising your hand. Raise your hand if you have ever wished that school could just be over for the year. Raise your hand if you have ever said to yourself, man, why can't I just graduate already and start living my life on my own? And for the adults, how many of you have dreamed of retirement, thinking that things would be better when you could just stop working so hard? I have had some of those very same thoughts. Even as an adult, as the school year heads into May and the weather becomes warmer, I think to myself, could it just be summer so I could just get a break? We have all been there. There are times that we get so overwhelmed with school and with life that we are just so eager to wish it all away. As a result, we don't truly enjoy the moments that we are actually living in. We forget how important it is to live in the moment. Well, last year, so many things actually went away. Our school building was closed. The hallways and classrooms at WTHS were empty. Many of the important events that we all look forward to were canceled. Proms, performances, and entire sports seasons. We couldn't see our teachers, our coaches, friends, and extended family for months or even a year. Everything that we took for granted suddenly went away. That wish that we often thought of or whispered under our breath was now our reality. Through tragedy and tough times, we often see the light or the lesson in it all. Although it is difficult at times, I try to be an optimist and see the glass as half full instead of half empty. Living through a pandemic has taught me to never again take anything for granted. Don't wish things away because your wish may just come true. Cherish everything, from the simple moments to the most complex. Cherish those around you and let them know how important they are to you every chance you get. You can do this through your words and your actions. Life is short. We must always remember to live life to the fullest and make the best out of every situation. This pandemic has also brought some things that I already knew to the forefront of my mind because it seems I needed a little reminder. I share this with all of you tonight because maybe you need this reminder too. Living through this pandemic taught me another lesson. You should not only live life to the fullest, but you should also live life with passion. Passion is defined as a strong feeling or emotion. It is that emotion you feel when you really care about someone or something. My advice to you is to be passionate about everything you do, even the simple things. Brush your teeth each morning with passion. Clean your room with passion. I know this is a hard one because we're heading into summer, but do your homework with passion. Wake up each day with a passion for life. Why? The reason is simple. Living life with passion will give your life meaning. Famous talk show host, producer, actress, and author Oprah Winfrey once said, "Follow your passion. It will lead you to your purpose." Having a passion for what you do will excite you and keep you motivated, allowing you to push past the struggles and the burnout that we all go through. Passion gives you purpose, a reason to keep going, to keep learning, to keep doing what you love. Passion makes your job not feel like work. Even on your toughest days, you can make it through because in the end, you will know how much you love what you do. Passion is the energy of life, and when you do things with passion, you will find fulfillment and happiness. Be passionate about your education. That doesn't just mean focusing on earning high grades and the best test scores. Learn to understand and use that knowledge so that you may grow as a person. Learn in the classroom, but also learn from the people, places, and things around you. Learn from the experiences you have and the risks that you take. Do this for the rest of your life. Don't stop learning when you leave school. Continue to be eager to learn throughout your life. Learn until you are old and gray. Commit to learning throughout your life and never stop. Be passionate about service. Discover the issues that you care about and find ways that you can help others. Know your interests and find an organization that you can serve. If you are passionate about dancing, like me, consider sharing your talent in performances that raise funds for a cause, or consider working with a dance program that helps those that are less fortunate. If you have a specific interest, pursue service work that supports it, but do it with passion, not just because you need so many hours of service for NHS or because you want to put those hours on your college and scholarship applications. Being passionate about the service work that you do will make that work more fulfilling for you and for the people you serve. Be passionate about your role as a member in the National Honor Society. Being inducted to NHS isn't the end of your work. The work continues, and you should do it with passion. Represent the organization with pride and be a role model to others. Always model the 4 pillars: character, service, leadership, and scholarship in all that you do in high school and beyond. Again, congratulations to all of the members of the National Honor Society. A special congratulations and warm welcome to our new inductees this evening. You should be very proud of yourselves for this achievement. To the class of 2021, as you complete your senior year, graduate from Washington Township High School, and move on to college, the military, trade school, or into the working world, never forget the lessons that you learned at WTHS, both inside and outside of the classroom. Carry it all with you. Remember to work hard and focus. Even more importantly, remember the people and places that helped to get you where you are. Don't forget about them. Reach out to them every once in a while and make sure they know that they are appreciated. Don't take anyone or anything for granted. And lastly, whatever you choose to do, remember to do it with passion. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Ms. Jackson. Not only are you an incredible educator, but you are also a stellar example of leadership, character, and service to the members of our organization. I know they and we are very thankful to you for inspiring us tonight. In the next portion of our program, all senior NHS members, both those inducted last year, as well as those being inducted this evening, were given the opportunity to honor a teacher or mentor who had a positive influence on their educational experiences and who they feel represent the ideals to them of the National Honor Society. As their names are called, they will stand while their sponsor confers the National Honor Society stole over their head. Executive Board members Jarrett Levan, Gabriella Milano, and Mackenzie Sozio will be reading the statements prepared by the students, beginning with the seniors who were inducted last year. Please raise the house lights so that everyone can see the members and their sponsors that are being recognized. So first we have Jarrett Levan to Miss Denise Eckley, pre-calculus and calculus teacher. Ms. Eckley, thank you for being an amazing teacher and an even better person. You somehow managed to become my favorite teacher despite being the one to introduce me to the horrors of trig identities and the unit circle. I hope you enjoyed my Monopoly wins as much as I did. Then we have Gabriella Milano to Miss Isa Jackson, dance teacher. Miss Jackson has inspired me over the past 8 years. Since she became one of my dance instructors, she has always pushed me to work hard and to stay motivated. I can always count on her support and guidance, and I couldn't imagine all these years without her as my teacher. And then we have Mackenzie Sozio to Miss Amanda Williams, track coach. Choosing Willie was a no-brainer for me. She has been there for me since 9th grade, always making me smile and encouraging me to be my best self. She puts up with my nonsense and even loves to choose me to be the first flick of the season. Now on to the rest of the teacher and sponsor recognition from the class of 2021.
Destiny Allen to Miss Grace on 5th grade teacher. I chose Miss On because she inspired me to push myself to become better. She fueled my passion for helping people through her unconditional love and amazing teaching. Maria Aversa to Miss Issa Jackson, dance teacher. As my dance teacher and mentor, Miss Jackson has shown me hard work, dedication, and passion. I have learned so much from her on and off the dance floor. She inspires me with her motivating energy and positivity, and I'm grateful and honored to have her supporting me as my sponsor. Trina Basu to Mr. Constantino Soukalis, anatomy teacher. Mr. T taught me the value of taking my horse blinders off and approaching new concepts with a curiosity to learn beyond what's in front of me. Thank you for making anatomy one of the best classes and for all the hilarious, candid conversations after class. Aaron Boylan to Mr. Michael Lawler, Young Life Leader. Mike has been in my life since middle school, and I'm extremely grateful for him. He's helped me grow in my faith, my relationships, and as a person in general. He's been there to help with anything and everything, and he's part of the reason I am who I am today. Catherine Breaker to Miss Angela Trusso, Special Education Assistant. Dana Delaney, you have been with me through the best and worst times. You have prepared me for what my future holds. I would not be here without your help and the help of all the special education assistants through the years. Those are the facts, Jack. Mason Brewster to Mr. Richard Boswick, cross-country coach. Boswick brought me into distance running, changing my life forever. After some of my worst races, I would think he might just finally give up on us and quit, but he always was there for the next workout, inspiring me to do the exact same. Thank you for believing in me. Mia Broughton to Miss Kristen Miller, cheer coach. Miss Chris, thank you for being an amazing coach and mentor and always staying positive no matter the circumstances. OAPAAP forever. Bartholomew Bonacourt to Miss Angela Bacher, German teacher. Frau Bacher has been an amazing teacher who has a true love for the German language and culture. She has pushed me to become a great German student, and I'm very thankful. Amira Bird to Miss Deanna Etor, math teacher. Mrs. Etor is a teacher who truly cares for her students, and she never takes her job for granted. She wants what's best for all of us in all aspects of life. So, overall, I want to give a huge thank you to a great educator and adult figure in my life. Wani Chow to Mrs. Kathy Hudak, French teacher. Rebecca Capone to Mrs. Joanne Haynes, English teacher. Mrs. Haynes is not only my former teacher, but someone who has inspired me immensely throughout my high school career. I always looked forward to attending her class every day, and I hope to be an amazing English teacher just like her in the future. Emma Cueva to Mrs. Amy Carpinelli, physics teacher. Mrs. Carpinelli, you have been such a supportive teacher. I'm truly grateful for all the guidance that you have given me. I don't know how I would have gotten through my first year of physics without you. Carly D'Angelo to Miss Gabby Henkel, neighbor and medical student. I picked Gabby to be my sponsor because she is one of my greatest role models and one of my best friends. I have known her since I was born, and I can go to her with anything. She has helped inspire me my whole life to try my best and follow my passions. Jenna D'Angelo to Miss Julia Peterson, summer swim coach. Julia has been my mentor, coach, and friend my whole life. She is one of the best people I know and is always there when I need her. I'm so happy to be following in her footsteps at Sacred Heart next year. Julia DaCosta to Mrs. Jennifer Montano, history and economics teacher. I've had the pleasure to have Ms. Montano junior and senior year. No matter what time of the day it is, she welcomed me and her students with a smile. Thank you, Mrs. Montano, for teaching me what it means to be a strong woman and for putting up with me. Ariana Del Rossi to Miss Tara McKenty, 7th grade math teacher. Shout out to the 7th grade math teacher who went out of her way to teach me the old way to do math because I never understood the new way. I appreciate all of your love and support and everything you've done for both me inside and outside the classroom. Paige Devereaux to Mrs. Jill Graham, German teacher. Thank you for your endless support and always believing in me. There wasn't a day where I didn't look forward to coming to your class. You never failed to put a smile on my face. Thanks again for everything you've done for me. Christina DiMaggio to Mr. Paul Rodrigo, Birches Elementary School teacher. Mr. Rodrigo was one of my first teachers to appreciate and commend my attention to detail. I always took my time to make sure my work was the best it could be, but I am sorry for always being the last one to hand in the test. Thanks for understanding. Francesca DeCilio to Mrs. Shira Yan, Interact Advisor. Mrs. Yan, I've had so much fun organizing new Interact events with you this year. I'm going to miss taking cookies from your classroom, talking about books and movies, and venting after our meetings so much in college. Thank you for inspiring me to make the world a better place. Much love, Frankie. Catherine Fields to Miss Jessica Waller, English teacher. I have chosen Mrs. Waller to be my sponsor since she has easily become my favorite teacher. I love going to her class, even if we have to do work. Talking to her about different food and the kids in childcare is always a highlight of my day. Luca Franco to Mr. Joseph Rosanello, 9th and 10th grade history teacher. Mr. Rosanello was my 9th and 10th grade history teacher. His class was definitely one of the highlights of my school day for those 2 years. He never failed to capture my attention with every lesson he taught, whether it was in world or American history. Mr. Rosanello inspired me to continue to learn more about the world we live in today, and I am so thankful for being able to be in his classes. Isabella Gentile to Mr. Ryan Francisco, lacrosse coach. I chose Coach Ryan because he is someone that listens to me vent all the time, and he gives really good life advice. He is always there for me, he believes in me, and always knows how to bring a smile to my face. Nicholas Gerace to Mr. Kyle Falzone, Materials and Processing Teacher. I wanted to choose Mr. Falzone as my sponsor because I have known him for such a long time. He is not only a great teacher, but a great friend. I feel like I can really relate to him and talk to him not only as a teacher, but as a good friend. Daniel Giovanetti, Jr. to Mrs. Shannon Malloy, Marketing Teacher and Student Council Advisor. Miss Malloy, thank you for being a great leader and role model for me from student council to marketing. You have helped me tremendously throughout high school and helped me become the leader I am today. I will always remember how you have helped me throughout high school. Sarah Galumbo to Miss Stacy Sanitate, dance teacher. Miss Stacy has been my biggest inspiration since my first dance class at 3 years old. She has helped me grow into my passion of dance and has given me countless opportunities to get where I am today. Thank you for everything you have done for me. TDF family forever. Justine Griggs to Mr. Constantino Soukalis, AP Environmental Science teacher. Mr. Soukalis has always been there and supported me inside and out of class. He helped me to evolve and grow into a better student and taught me lessons I will never forget. Thank you for all the laughs and cries. The trips to the dungeon were my favorite. Michaela Howe to Mrs. Leanne Hall, chemistry teacher. I chose Mrs. Hall to be my sponsor because she is one of the best teachers I've ever had. She genuinely cares about her students, and I admire her for that. She always radiates positivity in and out of the classroom and inspires me to do the same. Nicole Ayatarola to Mrs. Jennifer Weiser, AP Government teacher. I'm really glad I chose to take AP Gov my senior year. I've never expected to enjoy a class that taught me about government and politics, but you somehow made the topic interesting. You have been so understanding throughout this crazy year, and I just wanted to say thank you. Riley Jetter to Mrs. Shira Yan, 12th grade English teacher. I chose Mrs. Yan as my sponsor because she is one of the teachers that helped me make this year enjoyable. Class of 2021's senior year was definitely not how any of us would have ever imagined it. Mrs. Yan continued to keep me motivated and excited to keep learning. Claire Johnson to Mrs. Patty Bernhardt, 8th grade English teacher. Mrs. Bernhardt sparked my love for learning in her 8th grade English class. Despite the years going by, I often remind myself of the encouragement she gave me and her zeal for teaching. I'll always hope to have the passion for what I do that she puts into what she does. Thank you for being you. Zaira Cosme to Mrs. Heather Penelicchio, SAC counselor. I would like to thank you for making my 4 years of high school so amazing. You are an amazing counselor and are great at what you do. Thank you for constantly giving me something to look forward to with group and for the endless comfort you have given me. Love you. Mara Keene to Mr. Richard Boswick, cross-country coach. Mr. Boswick has influenced me as both a coach and a mentor. I appreciate his honesty and value his feedback. He has always been one of my biggest supporters as well. I would like to thank him for always pushing me and believing in me even when I doubted myself. Mia Lauletta to Mrs. Jill Graham, German teacher. I picked Frau Graham to be my sponsor because from the first day of freshman year, she was very welcoming and kind. She taught me for the first 2 years of high school and became my school mom. I can always go to her whenever I need anything, and she always supports me.
Priya Mathy to Master Sergeant Richard Harris, ROTC Commander. Hi, Sergeant Harris. I chose you as my sponsor because you mean a lot to me as a student, and I'm seriously going to miss you when I graduate. I love hearing your stories and doing word puzzles with you. They truly make my day. Marcel Mazera to Lieutenant Colonel Beth Ann Lumpkin, ROTC Commander. To my sponsor, thank you, Colonel Lumpkin, for all you have done for me these past 4 years. I truly believe if it were not for you, I would not be where I am. Thanks for always encouraging me to do more and for helping me along the way. Adam McAteer to Mr. David Callan, high school basketball coach. I chose David Callan because he was my high school basketball coach for 2 years. During these 2 years, he was the only person pushing me to better myself and to be the best version of myself. He taught me how to have a more positive attitude on and off the court. Jillian McKenna to Miss Kathleen Kershaw, Chestnut Ridge Middle School Chorus Director. This wonderful woman not only instructed me on proper singing technique, she helped me gain confidence in myself and my abilities as a performer. I'm inspired by her humor and her natural ability to encourage others. Love you, Kershaw. Adria McMeekin to Mrs. Jill Graham, German teacher. I chose Frau Graham because she has always been there for me. She was the first teacher I met when I was a freshman, and she has had the best impact on my high school experience. I will forever miss our chats in between classes. I love you, Frau Graham. Amber Meehan to Miss Melissa Lesky, 11th grade English teacher. I've never had a school mom until I met Miss Lesky last year. She would give me food if I was hungry, listen to all of my drama, and was always there to talk. She's the first teacher that has ever gotten me to enjoy English class, and I appreciate her so much. Rachel Maloney to Mrs. Rhonda Patterson, cross-country coach. Dear Patty, I cannot begin to thank you enough for being such a wonderful coach and mentor. You were always there when I needed a kind word or a pep talk. Thank you for always believing in me. Jacob Minnick to Mrs. Sarah Simpson, business teacher and FBLA advisor. Mrs. Simpson, I can't thank you enough for dealing with me the last 4 years. I have enjoyed every class, every FBLA trip, every meeting, and every time I tried to convince you to buy Bitcoin. You're the best and have inspired me to be the best version of myself. Matthew Morrow to Mr. Michael Lawler, Young Life Leader. Mike has been a really great influence on me throughout both my middle school and high school years. Mike has been a great friend, mentor, and man of Christ, always pushing me to find God's plan in my life. Joseph Moscow to Mr. Brett Eppolite, 10th grade history teacher. Mr. Eppolite made first period sophomore year something to look forward to when you woke up. He was a great teacher and always made sure my family and I were okay. He was also very patient, especially when Joey and I would argue at 7:30 a.m. Evelyn Nicholson to Miss Julia Peterson, swim coach. I picked my swim coach Julia to be my sponsor because she has been an amazing role model for myself and the entire Greenwood Park swim team. She inspires me with how much she cares for each and every swimmer with her whole heart and her ability to instantly make everyone around her smile. Brianna Orbach to Mrs. Leigh Ann Hall, chemistry teacher. She made my high school experience amazing and was always an amazing role model and someone I looked up to. Chloe Pachot to Miss Kristen Dorado, TV production and field experience teacher. She has taught me, listened to my troubles, given advice, and helped me find my love of filmmaking and the written arts. Thank you, Miss Dorado. You're a real one for putting up with my craziness over the last 3 years. Marissa Pastrito to Miss Joanne Breaker, Bunker Hill Middle School 8th grade science teacher. Mrs. Breaker really challenged me as a student and a person. She really helped inspire me to continue to pursue science in the future. Isabella Rapusis to Miss Lexi Fraction, track coach. I picked you because you're an amazing coach, always cheering me on and inspiring me to keep going even when I'm exhausted. Throughout every race, every injury, every workout, and every fall over a hurdle, you have been there and you have truly been one of the best coaches I have ever had. Sophie Rollins to Miss Jessie Buchanan, freshman softball coach. I chose Jessie because she has helped me grow as a softball player to get me to where I am now. She coached me my freshman year and has changed my softball career for the better, and without her, I wouldn't have gotten to where I am today. Stephen Roth to Miss Denise Eckley, pre-calculus and calculus teacher. Mrs. Eckley, you are a truly incredible person who has always been there for me whenever I need it. Whether it be talking with me through my college decision or playing Monopoly at lunch, I will never forget the experiences we had in class. Thank you for everything. Jillian Ryan to Mrs. Joanna Belisario, Spanish teacher. Thank you, Senora, for continuing to help me grow confidence in learning the Spanish language. Because of your positive attitude and encouraging words, I passed the seal of biliteracy and have hopes to pursue Spanish further. Gracias, Senora. Te aprecio. Isabella Santiago to Lieutenant Colonel Beth Ann Lumpkin, ROTC Commander. Colonel Lumpkin is my biggest advocate inside of school. She's always there to listen, give me her best advice, and point me in the right directions. Colonel Lumpkin, you will always be one of my greatest mentors, and I am so grateful for all that you have done. Lauren Sassano to Miss Jenny Kerfoot, cheer coach. Miss Kerfoot is my forever role model. As a girl who started high school shy and reserved, she saw potential in me that I couldn't see in myself. Miss Kerfoot, I thank you endlessly for the impact you've had on me, not just as a cheerleader, but as a human. William Shuck to Mr. Michael Destilio, Principal, Bunker Hill Middle School. He allowed me to grow and change as a man, and has been there for me through thick and thin. He's the kind of person that represents true morale and character. Brianna Sheik to Mrs. Jennifer Montano, 11th grade history teacher. I would like to thank Mrs. Montano, who inspires me to become a teacher. Her class not only taught me creative ways of learning, but also life lessons that I will cherish forever. She's an amazing role model, and I will continue to look up to her as I further my education. Sabrina Sims to Mrs. Abigail Malotsky, English teacher and drama club advisor. Malotsky has always supported me through my darkest and toughest moments and has brought out the best in me through classes, productions, and everyday conversations. She's a caring, motherly figure that treats me like one of her own, and our relationship will stick with me forever. Megan Smith to Miss Lexi Fraction, track coach. Fraction, thank you for being more than just a coach to me. You make me not only a better athlete, but a better person every single day. I can't thank you enough for everything you do. I don't know what I'm going to do without you next year. Giovanni Stanfa to Miss Christina Richardson, dance teacher. I am honored to say that this is my third year with Miss Rich as a teacher. She's like a second mom to me and always wants me to do my best. Not only does she teach me to dance, but she also has taught me multiple life lessons that I can use outside the dance studio. Danielle Stewart to Mrs. Jennifer Monaco, psychology teacher. I chose Mrs. Monaco to be my NHS sponsor because she is the first person to put a smile on my face each morning. Mrs. Monaco is easily the most approachable person I know, and she's always willing to go out of her way for myself and others, and that will never be forgotten. Ava Troxel to Mr. Konstantinos Soukalis, AP Environmental Science teacher. I picked Mr. T as my sponsor because he challenged me as a student to work harder and to never doubt my academic potential. Kelly Way to Mrs. Kathy Hudak, French teacher. Madame Hudak is by far one of the kindest and most relatable individuals that I have encountered. I'm incredibly thankful to be one of her students, as she has been a huge supporter and was always available for me to rant or gush about the things in my life. Taylor Wise to Mr. Joseph Zakowski, chorus teacher. Mr. Zakowski is more than a teacher to me. He is an amazing mentor, inspiration, and friend. He taught me more than just notes on a page, and I will take those life lessons with me as I move forward into my college and life career. And even when things get stressful, I will never forget that it's fine, everything's fine. Connor Woodward to Mr. Mark Prisbalowski, middle school music teacher. I understand that he is unable to attend tonight, but I would like to graciously thank Mr. Prisbalowski for giving me the drive I needed to love music. It's unbelievable that 4 years have passed since I had him as a teacher. Thank you, Mr. P.
From our new senior members being inducted this evening, Manon Bada to Miss Madley Gregory, soccer coach. I chose Maddie to be my sponsor because she had a big impact on my life as my soccer coach. She was able to balance her career, coaching, and playing soccer while having time to be there for myself and teammates whenever we needed. Alyssa Barron to Miss Angela Cardamone, biology teacher. Coming in as a transfer, Miss Cardamone always made me feel included whenever I felt out of place. She is a lifelong mentor who's constantly there for me, motivating me to become both a better student and person. Thank you for teaching me everything, from J-curves to life graphs. Kylie Bittner to Mr. Richard Zambino, history teacher. I picked Mr. Zambino because he has always pushed me to do my best in history and inspired me to further my education and become a teacher. Gabriella DeLuca to Miss Lee Ann Hall, chemistry teacher. I picked Miss Hall to be my sponsor because she made me realize the importance of putting the effort into my work. Miss Hall also helped me to stay on top of my work and turn it in on time. Sophia DePlato to Miss Nicole Veneer, school counselor. I can't express how grateful I am for having met Miss Veneer through my high school journey. She has made a positive impact in my life, and I would not be the person I am today without your guidance. With your assistance, I have become a better version of myself. Liam Galstone to Mr. Kevin McNamara, Interact Advisor. I met Mr. Mack through Interact last year when he joined the exec board as a co-advisor. The way he took charge and led the club through last and this year has been an inspiration for me. The past year and a half has been full of surprises and challenges, and the club has always been able to count on our advisors for everything, even outside of Interact. Mr. Mack is one of the hardest working people I know and has really led by example and made me want to be the best president I could be this year. I will be forever appreciative for everything Mr. Mack has done this year. Olivia Holmes to Miss Jennifer Montano, 11th grade history teacher. Throughout all my years at WTHS, I had many amazing teachers, but Miss Montano stuck out the most. She was always there to listen, and I was able to count on her. Going to her class was one of my favorite things to do during the school day, because I knew I was in for an enjoyable class. Aaron Leonard to Miss Natalie Beretta, math teacher. Miss Beretta has been an amazing math teacher this past year, and we have really developed a tight bond. She's so caring and willing to help out her students. Princess Angelica Male to Miss Maria Norris, English teacher. Miss Norris once told me to never change. Throughout the ups and downs of high school, I kept those words in the back of my head. I'd like to thank Miss Norris for providing me with these words that would push me to strive to be my best self. Lauren Murray to Mr. Niall O'Brien, mentor. I picked Niall as my sponsor because of the positive influence he has created within my life. Niall has inspired me to be a better person, has pushed me to be a greater student, and is always there for me. Marissa Aldrade to Miss Karen Kirk, Spanish teacher. I picked Senora Kirk because she hasn't only been my teacher, but a person I could come to for anything about life. She has always pushed me to be the best version of myself and has given me many life lessons that I will never forget. She is always rooting for me in everything I do, and when I think of some of my favorite memories in high school, I immediately think of her and her class. Francesca Pace to Miss Christine Bochansky, cheer coach. Miss Bochansky started as my cheer coach freshman year. From then, she has always looked out for me and has been there whenever I needed her. Cheering for the past 4 years was my favorite part of high school, and I have her to thank for making it so amazing. Anthony Pancrazio to Miss Angela Bacher, German teacher. I picked Frau Bacher because she has continuously supported me through my German education. Whether it was AP Prep or the Seal of Biliteracy, she has tried her absolute hardest to make sure we all succeed. Elijah Pratt to Miss Karen Eckert Carpenter, school counselor. I was first introduced to Miss Carpenter my freshman year of high school. I was timid and I didn't know anybody at the time. What incredible about 2017 to 18 to 2021 was she was able to see me grow and help me become an ambitious young man you see before you. Hunter Reese to Mr. Michael Schatzman, football coach. Coach Schatzman has been a part of my high school career since the very beginning of freshman year when I found out he was my football coach. He mentored me and helped to make me into the person I am today. Mackenzie Sambor to Miss Brenda Taylor, Spanish teacher and homebound instruction teacher. Dear Miss Taylor, a chance meeting in the hallway led me to you, the person that helped me get through high school. You were there for me during my hospital stays and medical diagnoses. You gave me guidance and support and a person to trust. You are the reason that I am here today. Love, Mackenzie. Chloe Sheridan to Miss Issa Jackson, dance teacher. My sponsor inspires me in and outside of school. She has been a great mentor in dance and life. She also is very caring and compassionate about her students. Jason Sterliono to Mr. Calvin Spencer, Director of Band. I chose Mr. Spencer because he has made a huge impact on me. He started out as my private teacher in 7th grade and helped me grow into an adult. He is the reason I want to pursue music education and become a music teacher. I would like to take a moment and introduce Executive Assistant Principal Mr. John Savarese, who will now confer the stoles on the remaining senior members. Zarna Druve. Nicole Gianotas. Annabelle Guo. Elizabeth Harrison. Kendall James. Tyler Jones. Alyssa Kerner. Jessica Lee. Jillian Toe. And Caroline Woodward.
At this time, we'd like to give all of our sponsors and our NHS members a round of applause. So we will now begin our induction of our new senior members from the class of 2021. As the students' names are called, they will proceed to the stage to receive their certificate and pin, acknowledging their membership into the National Honor Society. Again, in the interest of time, please hold your applause until all names have been read. And now it is my pleasure to introduce NHS Executive Board Member Mackenzie Sozio, who will be reading the names of the new senior inductees.
Manon Bada. Alyssa Barron. Kylie Bittner. Gabriella DeLuca. Sophia DePlato. Liam Gelston. Elizabeth Harrison. Olivia Holmes. Aaron Leonard. Princess Angelica Male. Lauren Murray. Marissa Oldrade. Francesca Pace. Anthony Pancrazio. Elijah Pratt. Hunter Reese. Mackenzie Sambor. Chloe Sheridan. Jason Sterliono. Would all of the new inductees to the National Honor Society please stand and be recognized? Please. Members, please be seated. Since tonight is a time to celebrate all the accomplishments of the students sitting in front of us, Ava has chosen a song that has great significance for our senior class of 2021. Throughout this whirlwind of a year, we discovered a lot about ourselves and what we plan to do with our life moving forward. This song focuses on independence, self-discovery, and what the future has in store for all of us. The senior class is now ready to move forward in our lives. We are ready to graduate and will accomplish what we have been working so hard to do these past 4 years. I know as we move forward, we will all become the best versions of ourselves in all our future endeavors. It is now my pleasure to introduce fellow National Honor Society Executive Board member Ava Troxel, who will be performing My Future by Billie Eilish.
I can't seem to focus, and you don't seem to notice I'm not here. I'm just a mirror. You check your complexion to find your reflections all alone. I had to go. Can't you hear me? I'm not coming home. Do you understand? I've changed my plans, 'cause I'm in love with my future. Can't wait to meet her. And I'm in love, but not with anybody else. Just wanna get to know myself. I know supposedly I'm lonely now. No, I'm supposed to be unhappy without someone, yeah, but aren't I someone? I like to be your answer, 'cause you're so handsome. But I know better than to drive you home, 'cause you'd invite me in, and I'd be yours again. But I'm in love with my future, and you don't know her. Oh, and I'm in love, but not with anybody here. I'll see you in a couple years. Yeah.
Thank you, Ava, for that beautiful performance. At this time, I would like to invite all members of the Washington Township chapter of the National Honor Society to stand. Please join me in reciting our oath of membership by repeating after me. I pledge myself to uphold the high purpose of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected, striving in every way by word and deed, to make its ideals the ideals of my school and my life. All members may now be seated. I would like to welcome Ms. Bacher back to the podium.
So as we reach the end of our evening, I would like to take a few minutes to offer our sincerest gratitude to some of the many individuals and teams whose behind-the-scenes work is vital not only to our organization, but to helping make tonight's induction a success. Jeff Walters and the custodial staff who arranged the stage for our induction, Kevin Lindstadt, Robert Hines, and their stage and tech crew who have handled sound and lighting, Ms. Kristen Dorado and the Monthly Rewind crew who filmed our evening, Ann Marguglio, who spends countless hours helping us with her Power School work, through which we're ultimately able to run our organization. We truly mean it when we say that she is absolutely invaluable to us. And to all of the secretaries, both here at the high school and over at Central, who give so much of their time as well as their assistance to help us not only plan for our ceremony tonight, but throughout the entire school year. To the Board of Education, to Mr. Bollendorf, to Mr. Strout and Mr. Savarese, and all of our other administrators, without whose support we would be unable to run our organization. The WTHS PTO, who has helped us purchase the stoles that our students are wearing tonight. To our exec board that sits behind me. During a school year that's been like no other, they have worked consistently and hard throughout the entire year to try to help us find new and creative ways to make our organization run smoothly and for our members to have opportunities to continue to actively serve those around them. Ms. Scardino-Welch and I are truly most grateful to them. To my co-advisor, Ms. Scardino-Welch, we have spent countless hours on WebEx calls, on Teams calls. We've spent less of those hours in person this year, unfortunately, but it's been wonderful to still, despite the craziness that's gone on with this school year and the pandemic, that we've still been able to work together to help make our organization and our students as successful as they are able to be. And to you, the parents, friends, family members, teachers, and sponsors, we offer our heartfelt thanks. You have continued to show the young people here support, love, guidance, and even during circumstances that have been admittedly beyond difficult for all of us, you have still continued to be there for them. It's because of you and your continued impact that these exceptional young people are seated here before us this evening. And finally, to you, our National Honor Society members. Once again, I'd like to tell you how proud I am and how proud Ms. Scardino-Welch and I are of each and every one of you seated here tonight. It is more than evident that for each of you, character, scholarship, leadership, and service are more than just pillars of our organization. They are part of who you are. Through times that we would all agree have been isolating, scary, and uncertain, you've continued to impress us with your ability to find creative ways to serve others. You impress us in how you lead, both in and outside of our school building, and of course, with your high moral character. The circumstances around us have seemed very dark for the last 14 months, but each one of you have continued to shine brightly. And as I was preparing my remarks for this evening, I came across the following statement that to me serves as such a powerful reminder to all of us, but especially to you, our NHS members. I believe it's an anonymous quote. I was unable to credit the person who said it, but it states, "If serving is below you, leadership is beyond you." So my challenge to you tonight, NHS members, as the leaders of our school and our community, continue to serve those around you. At a time when social distancing is the norm and events that you might typically be a part of are either canceled or they're drastically scaled back, that might seem like a challenge. But now, more than ever, people need support. So how can you still serve others? You can reach out to those who are feeling lonely and isolated and let them know that you're thinking of them. Offer help and support to those who are struggling. Give a listening ear to those who feel like they have nowhere to turn, and speak up for those who feel like they have no voice for themselves. Offer a smile, or as Mr. Stroud encourages us each morning, extend an air hug to someone and let them know that they matter to you. And as I close, I want to leave you with this thought from Mahatma Gandhi. He said, "In a gentle way, you can shake the world." So I asked the question, how can you shake the world? Think of the family members, friends, mentors, and teachers who have encouraged, inspired, and given of themselves to help shape you into who you are today. Give them the absolute greatest thanks they could possibly receive, and take the time, support, and positivity that they have invested in you, and then go and invest that in the lives of others. Lead by your example, and work hard not only to enrich your own life, but the lives of every person you come in contact with, and one person at a time, you will, in fact, gently shake the world. So once again, we would like to thank you all for coming this evening to support our students. We ask that at the conclusion of our ceremony that you would please promptly exit the building, and we invite you to exchange any gifts or take any pictures outside this evening. So once again, we thank you for coming, and have a good night.